Beings with unlimited power, destroyers, gods, whatever you want to call them, today's fighters are some of the most feared beings in the universe, even putting our favorite heroes like Batman, Goku, and the Hulk to shame. So let's introduce them today in a free-for-all. We have a free-for-all between Thanos, the Mad Titan, Darkseid, the Slaughterer of the Justice League, and Lord Beerus, the Destroyer. So let's start with the most feared being in the DC universe, Darkseid. And before we start, let me just say, this tubby bastard is overpowered in Injustice 2. He can teleport. All of his attacks, most of his attacks anyway, are homing attacks, referred to as Omega Beams, that just hit everything on the screen. It's ridiculous. But what makes him truly the best character is that he bitch slaps everybody for his transition attack, the one that sends him into the other part of the stage. Just think about it. This is the best part that makes him just ridiculous. Bitch slaps the Joker, bitch slaps Brainiac, bitch slaps Superman, bitch slaps Harley. Actually, no, he shouldn't bitch slap Harley Quinn. That would not end well for him. Anyway, besides the stupid Injustice 2 rants, let's just cover Darkseid and what he actually does and some backstory and whatnot. So to summarize Darkseid, his backstory, his backstory pretty quickly. He is a tyrannical god who wishes to find the anti-life equation and destroy all free will. Alright, so let's check out what Darkseid can do, like his powers and abilities and whatnot. He has superhuman physical characteristics and superhuman intelligence. He is immortal in the fact that he can't die of age or die of diseases or natural causes and whatnot. He has energy manipulation, energy projection, void manipulation with Omega Beams, durability negation, and with his Omega Beams, matter manipulation, transmutation, telepathy, mind control, illusion creation, teleportation, battlefield removal, time manipulation, which he can also use with his battlefield removal by taking people either to the back to the past or even further into the future, a coup style, Samurai Jack, He has life manipulation, resurrection, he can revive himself and other people, regeneration, low to mid flight, size manipulation, time travel, soul manipulation. He can bend space and time pretty much. That's the best way to put it. Reality warping, non-corporeal, which means his soul is indestructible if his body dies, but so in this fight we're going to count as if his body is destroyed, that's a kill. Conceptual space-time manipulation. And as for Darkseid's special moves and what he can do actually, like powers, most of his unique attacks are powered by the Omega effect that can do some pretty badass things actually. His most iconic attack, and honestly, I think of it as the most memey attack of all time, is his Omega Beam. That when fired from his eyes, he can control to track targets by causing it to turn corners, spin, and go all around the place. Upon contact, it can disintegrate opponents, teleport them, or just damage his opponents severely. However, these beams have been dodged before by Batman and reflected by Wonder Woman's bracelets. The whole Batman thing doesn't make sense. He's a human. I know he's Batman and all, but he really shouldn't be able to dodge light-speed lasers that track people. But Batman's a debate for another day. But Darkseid has versions of his Omega Beams called the Omega Sanction, which upon contact causes the victim to enter a reality loop where they infinitely live and die with no hope of escape. Darkseid also uses the anti-life equation, which allows him to control the minds of sentient beings. Jeez, my autocorrect. Darkseid is a ungodly force of destruction. Don't believe me? Just check out these feats. Darkseid is a multi-universal level being, as in a weakened state of while dying, he almost destroyed 52 universes. Darkseid is massively faster than light, as he can blitz Superman with ease. Darkseid is durable enough to survive a beating from Doomsday and from Supergirl and Superman at the same time. Darkseid has infinite stamina and is smart enough to outsmart Brainiac and Martian Manhunter. However, Darkseid, despite his near-limitless power, he is weak to Radion, being a god in the DC universe, so it really does make him weak to that, to the point where Batman was able to kill him with a bullet made of Radion. So, and also being a quote-unquote god, he views others as weak and pathetic, and he will often hold back his full powers. So now that we're done covering the new god, Darkseid, let's check out the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. Alright, so Thanos was born misshapen. He soon became fascinated with death, and his hatred for life. Thanos became an evil titan that he is known for today. That's about all I can find for his backstory. I know, it's kind of lame. That's pretty much all I can get. So let's go ahead and take a look at Thanos' powers, abilities, and probably his most iconic weapon. So, well, the weapon will be last, but let's go look at his powers. Superhuman physical characteristics, matter manipulation, flight, immortality type 1, meaning he's immune to aging and disease and natural causes. He has telepathy, energy manipulation, force field creation, flight, summoning, teleportation via his chair, regeneration, mid to low level. It's not like crazy like Wolverine. Reality warping, spiritual manipulation, mind manipulation, energy manipulation, time manipulation. Now, most of these powers, at least the important ones like time manipulation and all that, are powered by the most feared item in comic book history, the Infinity Gauntlet. That allows him to manipulate time, space, and even reality to his will. So what has Thanos accomplished with his godly powers and crazy weapon? Well, we're about to find out. Thanos has the power to beat the shit out of Galactus and Silver Surfer, and he is capable of absorbing the Living Tribunal, putting him at a hyperversal level, at least, or at most, and not multi-universal level at least. Thanos is massively faster than light, as he can fight Silver Surfer, and he is omnipresent with the help of his throne and Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos can tank hyperversal attacks from the Living Tribunal, and is barely affected by it afterwards. Thanos has infinite stamina and seems to never get tired, even after taking beatings from people like Thor and Hulk. Thanos is incredibly intelligent and is capable of tricking Silver Surfer and creating excellent battle strategies. However, Thanos does have some weaknesses. For example, Thanos is easily enraged and lets anger fuel him, hence his nickname, the Mad Titan, and has subconsciously told himself to lose before, resulting in his defeat by certain people. Squirrel Girl. So let's see if Lord Beerus the Destroyer holds up to Darkseid and Thanos. Not much is known about the origins of Lord Beerus the Destroyer. All we know is he's the god of destruction in the 7th universe, thus his job is to destroy planets. So let's check out Beerus' powers, abilities, and techniques. So being a Dragon Ball character, of course, he's got super strength, he can fly, he's master at hand-to-hand combat, he can create afterimages, he can manipulate ki energy, he can sense ki, and he can sense godly ki, which is unique to god characters such as Beerus. He can seal things inside of other things, like when he sealed the Elder Kai inside the sword. He can manipulate matter, when he was able to turn the egg into sand, which was pretty crazy. And really, I don't see how it's practical, but whatever. He can redirect most conventional attacks using his ki. He can duplicate himself. He can limit other people's powers using his ki. He has very little telekinesis, but he does have it. He can breathe in space. He can not be sensed by lesser beings unless they are a quote-unquote god. He can sense killing intent. He's able to completely erase beings or objects from existence. He can harm intangible beings and destroy souls. He's immune to poison and mind control. So let's see what techniques Beerus has up his arsenal to use to beat our heroes like Goku. He uses the God of Destruction energy sphere, which is where he creates a large ball of ki used to destroy planets casually. Beerus has the Wrath of the God of Destruction attack, where he fires a small beam from his left index finger, meant to shoot through objects, piercing them. Kind of like a sword, I guess. It's really cool. It can shoot through people's hearts and shit. It's awesome. Beerus is also a fan of pressure points, was able to paralyze a Super Saiyan 3 Goku in a single shot. Beerus also likes to use his energy bullet attack, where he launches a barrage of energy blasts at his opponents that act very similar to Piccolo's Hellzone grenade attack. Beerus has a tendency to counter an attack by dodging and knocking them out with a chop to the neck, James Bond style. He also has the Kai attack, where he launches an invisible shockwave that launches back the opponent. I really don't know how to pronounce that one. Beerus also uses the headshot attack, where he flicks his opponent in the forehead and sends them flying, as shown in the fight with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Beerus also has there's a lot of moves, has his Cataclysmic Orb attack, where he summons small atom-like orbs and kicks them at his opponent like a soccer ball. This attack is actually so powerful it can't be blocked or deflected. Thus, it must be either taken as a hit or dodged. Beerus can use his ki to redirect attacks to his opponents. This includes other energy blasts or just normal punches and whatnot. Beerus' most dangerous and lethal attack is the Destroy technique, or sometimes called the Hakai, where he puts out his hand and says, "Destroy." which erases the opponent from existence in all timelines, universes, and realities. Damn! Beerus is loaded. But that's to be expected from the God of Destruction. So let's see what he's able to accomplish. Beerus is has multi-universal levels of power, as he was able to beat God Goku, and is stronger than SSGSS or Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and he can create shockwaves that can shake entire universes by clashing with Goku. Not to mention, with his destroy technique, he was able to kill Zamasu, who was another god, even though he could take hits from a Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Beerus is massively faster than light, as he is able to travel at least 3/4 the speed of Whis. Beerus can tank universal hits, as he went toe-to-toe with God Goku, barely taking any damage during the fight. Beerus has crazy high stamina, as he took out all the Z fighters and God Goku, without breaking a sweat. Beerus is incredibly intelligent, as he is trained by Whis to be a master fighter for many years. However, Beerus does have his flaws. Beerus is easily bored and can get really moody at times, and will drag out a fight for entertainment purposes. If he finds his opponent worth his time. Alright, so let's see what god will come out on top.